guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Chrissy and I am the owner of Sugar and Spice Glitter Co. In today's video, not only am I going to be taking you through the process of how I created this super cute pink snowflake tumbler, but this is going to be a little bit more of a first impressions video and less of a tutorial video. So I just recently subscribed to the BAMF Custom Creations mystery box. And first of all, how cute is this box right here? But it comes with a ton of different kinds of clear cast sheets and clear cast decals. And I never used her sheets before. I do have experience with her decals, but guys, if you haven't checked out BAMF Custom Creations, definitely check her out. She started coming out with these new kinds of sheets and decals. They're called clear cast. It's not very super new to the community, but the sheets is something that's new to me. So I wanted to try it out, wanted to put it on a cup and see for myself how it compared to a vinyl wrap versus, a clear cast. So I'm gonna take you through the process on how I wrapped this cup using her snowflake clear cast, sheet. And yeah, I have a lot of opinions, and it's definitely a process and a learning curve to these sheets. So I thought it'd be really fun to kind of do something a little bit different here on my channel and give you guys a first impressions video. Also, I'm going to be showing you guys how I created this drip using this fabric paint, right? This is the TULIP Puffy dimensional fabric paint. And I've been seeing a lot of people in the community create their drips using this paint as well. And I wanted to try it out for myself. Because if you guys have been here on my channel, you know I love drips. I've done so many drip videos here on this channel, and all of them have been done using resin. So I thought it'd be kind of cool to do a fun, easy cup like this and try a few new things. And so that's what I'm doing in this video. I'm going to give you guys my first impressions, take you along the process, kind of talk to you guys about my thoughts, my pros and cons, and see what you guys think of it. So if you're interested to see how I created this cup right here, my first impression thoughts on the sticker cal sheets, and also my thoughts on this really fun paint glitter drip, which you can't really see right now because it is so bright, but it is absolutely gorgeous. If you're interested in seeing and hearing about my first thoughts, then let's go ahead and jump into today's video. All right, so just like we usually always start my videos, I'm gonna start by painting and prepping our cup. So not shown in this video, I didn't sand in this video, but I am using acrylic paint like I've been showing you guys how I've done in past videos. I'm using this pink folk art paint, which is absolutely beautiful, and I'm actually using a brand new style paintbrush for this cup. I'm using a Wet n Wild makeup brush, which actually works pretty good. So if you guys want to know my first impressions on that, it's definitely a nice brush to use when painting acrylic paints and spreading like Mod Podge and stuff. You can find that at the Dollar Tree. But yeah, what I'm basically doing right now is just spreading the paint all over the cup. Once I got a really nice layer of that paint, I'm gonna go in with Sienna. Sienna is a beautiful chunky pink with opalescent glitter pieces in there, and I'm just gonna go ahead and spread that all over the cup until we got the entire cup covered in this glitter. Once I'm done spreading the glitter all around, I am going to show you guys how I flatten my chunky glitter. So if you have issues with chunky glitter laying flat on your cup, this is going to be a nice, easy kind of tip on how you can get that flat. Now, before I flatten it, I do kind of let the glitter sit on there for a little while just to kind of get it to adhere to the paint. And once that's nice and dry, I do grab a parchment paper, just a little sheet of it. And as you can see in this video right now, I'm kind of wrapping the parchment paper all around the cup and just gently smoothing my hands over that glitter. What that is doing is it's just allowing the glitter that's already adhered to the paint to kind of lay nice and flat on top of the paint. And as you can see, it makes the glitter just really nice and flat on the cup, and that allows the resin to just cover the glitter really nicely. So if you have any issues with pokey chunky glitter, you can't get really good coverage on your chunky glitter, then definitely check out that hack, because I think it'll be a game changer for you. Once that's nice and flat, I did go ahead and seal it. I did not show you that part, but I did go ahead and seal that glitter with just some clear sealant spray paint. You can use Krylon or Rust-Oleum, whatever you guys want to seal in your glitter. If you want to use quick coat, you can also do that. Once that was dry, I did go in with Counterculture DIY Facet. That's what I'm applying to the cup right now. Yeah, it goes on really nicely. I did need 2 coats of DIY Facet just to make sure I had a really smooth base, because when we're going to be using the clear cast sheet, I wanted to make sure I had a really nice smooth base, because you cannot have a sanded base over underneath these clear casts. You need a shiny, pure, even base. So definitely make sure that if you're going to be using these clear cast decals, that the most important thing to start off with is a even, nice, smooth base of resin. Okay, so like I said, this is my first impressions. This is my first experience using these clear sticker cal sheets. So my original thought was to apply it like I would apply any old vinyl sheet as a wrap. And so I peeled back about 1 inch of that backing and applied the sticker cal on to the cup. Yeah, so you definitely want to make sure that wherever you lay this sticker cal sheet down, that's where you want it, because once it's down, you're gonna have a really hard time moving this sticker cal or sticker sheet around. So definitely make sure that you're laying down your sheet exactly where you want it to go. You want to work soft, you want to work slow, you want to make sure that you're smoothing out any bubbles or wrinkles along the way. Now, I want to let you guys know I had a lot of issues with smoothing out this sticker cal sheet, sticker cal clear cast sheet. There were some areas where I got wrinkles and a little bit of bubbles, and if I attempted to pull up the clear cast sheet, it kind of created a fogginess. Now, I'm not using a fully opaque sheet. This is a transparent sheet, and it's semi-opaque. So all of the snowflakes had a white backing, so the glitter wouldn't show through, but the rest of the sheet was clear. So whenever I attempted to kind of peel up those bubbles or those wrinkles from the sticker cal clear cast, it did create like a fogginess underneath. So that was one thing that was kind of disappointing to me, because there really is not a lot of work. There's not a lot of play with this. When you're using vinyl, it's kind of easy for you to kind of like peel up. It's really easy. If you have any wrinkles or bubbles, you can kind of just, you know, lift it up, smooth it out, and move on, and nothing really happens to the vinyl. So you really want to make sure that when you're applying your clear cast sheet, that again, you have it in the right place. You go and you make sure you're smoothing it out, and you're really being careful about whether or not you have wrinkles or bubbles underneath. I will give you guys a kind of a close-up look after this whole cup is done at where the imperfections are on my cup. It's really hard to see, but if you look close, it's there. And if you're like me, where you kind of notice all of your imperfections on your cup, it is definitely going to stick out. But I think that with a little bit more practice, I could definitely get the technique down And so I definitely think that I'm going to continue to keep on practicing, but I wanted to share with you guys my first impressions, and this definitely is a lot harder to work with than with vinyl. So yeah, after I did the full sheet wrap and I did my thing and I smoothed it out as much as I could, I wanted to make sure I trimmed off the excess. So I went ahead and just trimmed off the top portion, which you just saw, and for the bottom of my rim, I just kind of taped it off with some painter's tape, and then I used my craft knife to trim along that edge and kind of peel that up. So I knew that I was going to need to trim this because I didn't want any resin to get underneath there. I didn't want there to be any areas that could lift up. Now, once this stuff is down, it's down. It's not moving, it's not going anywhere. So I don't think we would have any issues with lifting once it's down, but I just wanted to make sure that we had enough room on the top and the bottom of our cups for the resin when we put our resin on top of it. Now, I didn't want to complicate this cup, so I just left it as is. I really love these sticker clear cast sheets. I just think that, you know, just got like anything else, it's a new technique, it's something new to me. I just need to practice a little bit more. So after I trimmed off that bottom, I wanted to get more room on the top, like I said before. So I went in with my craft knife again, just to get rid of all of those like excess vinyl or clear cast from the top. Then I just decided to go in with my trimmer and trim off some more on the top. Just wanted to make sure that whenever I put my resin over, it was nice and smooth. We didn't have any issues with the resin repelling the edge or anything like that. So after I peel up the extra pieces of the clear cast, we're just gonna go ahead and seal this all in with resin. Now, I only needed about I only needed 1 coat of resin to seal that in. It's literally just like if you were doing a vinyl wrap. It's so thin, you're not gonna need much resin to seal it. So here's where I'm showing you guys that we had a even base layer of resin, and now I'm going to go in with the paint. So this is another technique that is new to me. Like I mentioned before in the intro, I've never used paint or anything other than resin to create my drips. So I went in with this TULIP Puffy dimensional fabric paint. You can also use Slick if you have it. And what's really nice about this is you don't have to do anything. You don't have to mix anything. It has a really nice small tip, and you can kind of just go around the edge with your paint. And so that's exactly what I did. You can see exactly what I did here. I just went along the rim of my cup, and we have a nice band of this white paint. Now, once I went all around the cup with my paint, we're going to gently bang the cup down. I'm going to show you guys in a minute here what I mean. I wanted to make sure that I had enough paint on my rim because I know that I wanted the drips to go down kind of far, and I wanted it to really look like drippy icicles over this snow clear cast. So let's go ahead. You can see how much paint. Now this part is totally up to you, whether you want to use a little paint, a lot of paint, it's up to you. But once we get that paint, you can see I'm kind of banging the cup down on the table. Now you don't want to do this extremely hard, but you want to make sure that you get the drip how you want it. So after I did that first drip and I liked how it looked, I wanted to kind of go in with the second drip. I wanted it to look really drippy, so I went in over that again, and I went in with another line of that paint, and I'm going to go around the entire rim, and then I'm going to not slam, but kind of bang the cup on the table to kind of bring those drips down. And then once those drips are down, I am going to add some glitter elements to it because I thought it would look really cute with some glitter on there. And so yeah, that's what it looks like. Honestly, guys, I really thought this was so simple and easy. I love doing resin drips, I really do, but I love having the option of this fabric paint. I think it's a really cool alternative to resin if you don't want to have to hassle with mixing resin or using nice and thick or anything like that. So I went in and just sprinkled glitter right over that paint, and as you can see, it turned out really beautiful. I love it so much. And then you just want to go ahead and let that dry overnight. So that's exactly what I did. I let it dry overnight, and I was really happy with how it turned out. I will definitely be using this fabric paint again to use drips. Will I totally stop using resin? Probably not, but I like having this as an option, especially that you can buy any kind of colors that you want to do your drip with, and it's super easy to use. All right, so after that first drip layer and after that first glitter drip layer dried, you can see that there was a little bit of separation, I guess because I kind of like let it dry standing up instead of spitting on the turner, which I didn't think I had to do since I wasn't working with resin. But there was kind of a little bit of a separation there that you can kind of see the cup through, and I didn't really like that. So I went back in with the fabric paint and just did another line of paint right over that first paint and glitter layer, and I wanted to see how it worked anyways. Like, would it work? Could I layer this on top of it? You know, would it come out cute? And I think it did. So I just went right over that. I knew I wanted to hide that separation. I hated how it looked. So here I am just creating another line over the rim, and I'm gonna do the same exact thing I did previously, which was bang that cup down so that the paint can fall, and then I'm going to add another layer of glitter on top of that wet paint. So that's what I'm doing right now. Yeah, banging that cup down, making sure the drips go. As soon as I'm happy with how far it is and how drippy it looks, I'm just gonna go straight in with the glitter. And so the glitter, if I didn't mention before, that I'm using is called Bubble Yum, and I love it. It's a really pretty opalescent glitter with pink and green reflex in it. I think it's super gorgeous. So here I am just sprinkling the glitter right on top of that drip, and I'm just gonna go ahead and let that dry and cure overnight. So I did go ahead and let that dry overnight, and then that's it. We're gonna be back and apply our resin over it. And at the end of this video, I am going to recap everything that was done and really give you guys my full final thoughts on both of these things that we did in this video today. I hope you guys like seeing these types of videos. Let me know if you guys enjoy watching videos like this, where I kind of give you all my first impression on things that I've never used before. Yeah, so I'm gonna let you guys finish up the rest of this video, and then I'm gonna end it with a final thought in the end of this video. So there you can see the drips and the glitter. We're gonna let it cure, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. So here's a close-up look of what the cup looks like after it's been fully cured in resin. I wanted to give you guys a close-up look on the fogginess that I was talking about underneath the clear cast sheet, where it kind of like lifted up, and I tried to correct it. So there you can see some air bubbles, and it got like this fogginess under it, got cloudy, and that's what I wanted to point out. So hopefully this helps you understand what I mean about it being difficult to pull up and the fogginess under it. I mean, I think there's a lot of potential. I like it, but yeah, just wanted to give you guys a close-up look. So keep on watching this video. I'm gonna hop in now to my final thoughts. All right, guys, so what are my final thoughts on this cup right here and everything that I used to create this cup? Overall, I really did enjoy using all of the products that I use on this cup. Do I think that the clear cast sheets are difficult to work with? Definitely so. If you are comparing them to vinyl, they are going to give you a harder time to wrap with when using vinyl. So if you already have a difficult time with vinyl, then you may want to caution yourself and just prepare yourself that this is a lot harder to work with. Is it impossible? It's definitely not impossible. It's something that requires work and practice. There are a lot of areas on my cup that have imperfections from the bubbles and from the wrinkles. I did mention in the video before that when I had attempted to lift up the areas that were wrinkling and bubbling, it created a fogginess in the clear cast decal, which would not go away. So I'm gonna try to show you guys what I mean, and hopefully you can see. It's gonna be a little bit hard. I'm gonna try to give you guys a close-up after this, but if you can see, there's areas in the cup that it looks white, like foggy. So not the snowflake, but there's like a wrinkle here, there's another wrinkle here. Where else? There's another wrinkle. Now it could be me like super picky, because of course as a creator I am my worst critic. But if you have a picky customer or something like that, you know, or just, you know, we want our stuff to look good. And so imperfections like this are something that I feel like need to be spoken about, and issues like this need to be spoken about. But I have quite a few of them, because whenever I was laying it down and it wrinkled and bubbled, there was like no pulling it up. There's no getting it out. For me, it's like, that's it, it's ruined, because once you're gonna peel up the whole thing, the whole thing's gonna get foggy and cloudy. But that is definitely a negative in my opinion. Again, it's user error. I mean, it's me not really smoothing it out when I was wrapping it. I didn't realize how difficult it was gonna be, because in comparison to vinyl, it's a lot easier. I mentioned it before, you know, if you have any bubbles or wrinkles, all you have to do is just peel it back and you can smooth it out without any issues. It's not the case for this one. Now, this is a clear cast sheet, so I'm not really sure just yet on if you were using a full opaque sheet. Again, it's something I need to practice with, but I did want to just give you guys my impressions on this. I have a full pack of clear cast wraps here. Like I said, I have so many different ones, so you will definitely see me using them and practicing with them in the future. It's not something that I'm going to completely cross off, but it was challenging for me to get a nice perfect wrap on this cup. Now, let's talk about the drips on here. I absolutely love the drips. I loved using the paint. I'm definitely gonna buy more colors. I currently only have this white and a green one, and I really do like the Puffy. Now, I've seen some creators using a combination between Puffy and Slick. I haven't used the Slick yet. Maybe I can compare those two. They kind of both look similar, but I really did enjoy using the Puffy paint. I thought it really gave the drips some dimension on there. I was able to sprinkle glitter on them. It wasn't messy. It didn't give me a smell. I didn't have to fuss with resin. I didn't have to fuss with any thickener. And yeah, so I really like how it turned out. Let me see if you guys can get a close-up of this. As you can see, the glitter stayed really shiny. The finish on the resin is perfect over this, and I just think all in all the cup came out really, really nice. Now, what am I gonna do with this cup? It's a perfectly imperfect cup, which I absolutely love. So let me know what you guys think I should do with this. Should I keep it for myself? Should I do a fun little giveaway here on my channel? Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, definitely subscribe, and let me know what you guys want to see from me. Do you want more reviews? Do you want more first impressions? Do you want tutorials? I am so excited for everything that's to come on this channel. I really want to bring you guys so much content here on my channel, especially now with the new year to come. So let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below on your thoughts on this cup. If you've used any of these products before, I definitely want to hear everything you have to say about this video and what I did, what my first thoughts were. Do you agree? Do you disagree? I don't know. Let me know. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in our next video. Bye, everyone.